About to get started. Hello. Yes, I am here a little bit later than usual, just because I actually want to get a fast moment to actually eat something because of how quickly the Baldur's Gate 3 collab occurs after I get off work. So, but anyways, yes, today we will be doing some Rogue Trader, in which I spend my voice on narrating game, or at least reading the unvoiced narration. How else am I supposed to work on blabbing for hours on end than by speaking for hours on end? You know? Anyways, so yes. But just really quick before I let's see. What is this? Gift sub is expired. Yeah, okay. I figured that's gonna happen. Let's see. Let's do this. And let's do. Ta-da! All right. Let's do today's wordle. Oh no, I don't have a login. What was I thinking? It's okay. I'll live. How about we do this one? I said E, not R. All right, so we have an E, and it ends in an E. I want two E's, just one. To drape. Okay, so I have an R. D is in the wrong spot. Let me think. Um, huh. No P. So it's going to be like prude or something like that. Let's see. Huh. D or D? So something duh or something duh? No. Um, D's probably there. But I don't have an A or no. Ooh. A third guess. Okay, then. Well then. Let's do. All right, then. Let's do a. So let's see. Okay, 2, 3. Do a fast run of those. Okay. One. Nope. One or one. Nope. Let's see. Cuts. Chop, chop, slice. I get one of those two. That's not great. Let's see. Slice in a shop. No, still get that. Nope. All right, on to number 3. That makes this easy. Hey, look, 3. Hey, look, 3. 3. Look, a 3. It's quick. Don't think I'm gonna get anywhere potentially with that one. Wear down some of these numbers first. No. No. Okay. Okay, let's move on to 6. There we go. There we go. And nope. Yep. Let's see. No, no. Nope. Okay, forget that one. All right, all right, all right. Hey, look, a 9. So cross there. 9 will cut there. I'm not sure. Let's look at this way. 1, 2, 3. Missing a 4, but I can't figure that one. Got a 5. Missing 6. Which I have those 3, which is a little bizarre. Should be able to figure that out, but I figured out that to this. That. So let's see. Next one. How far do I have? Okay, close to there. Okay. Nope, one of those 2 sides. That must be a 2 based on that. That still got. I got those 2. I still got a. Oh, it's on that side. What's it mean? Okay, let's see. All right. All right. I'm gonna have some difficulty finding a 4. No signs. Oh, in somewhere. cuts across. Nope. Hmm. Uh, I need to check something. Where is that? Mm-hmm. Checking something. Okay. No. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just going through messages, making sure I didn't miss some. I think this one's going to take a little bit longer than typically. One easy. 8 in there. Yep. Okay, right there. There. Excellent. Still kind of stuck with a little bit on that. Actually, I got something locked down. No, but it's in there. I figured out a 4 space. Well, it's not there, so it's one of those two. Is that so this would be 4 potentially. Those. Nope. That's 4 is gonna be there. This side, which this would have to be a 4 on that basis. This 4 is going to be in here, which cuts off that, which means that this is a 4. No. Not quite there. All right. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 could be anywhere in that row. No. Oh, but a 6 could be here. Narrows this down. Not sure there. Solves itself. See? Okay. This has to be here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 5's been. Oh, let's switch out. Touch 6. I've already figured out whether it was 6, 7, 7, 7. Not quite. It's a cross. Leaves me 2 spaces. I'm not sure which one. One of these two. Oh, look. That must be a 5. Yes. Still not figuring out that one. So it's either a 2 or a 9, and I probably should figure out which one that is really shortly. Hey, look. A two. Okay. Got those. I'm still not sure. All right. How about hmm. Hmm. Well, four's got to be around, but I got to figure that out. What this is not, or what could it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This be a 6. Which means that would be a 6. So I haven't quite figured the rest on that one out. So it's on the side of the side. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these must be a 5. Six or a 4. Nah. Down here, it's a 5 or something. 2, 3. I think a 4 in this space. It could be one of those. Yeah. All right. Out that 6. 7. There we go. 7. So it's cut across and this cuts down. Oh, there we go. 7 here. 7's cleared. 9 is clear. 8 is cleared. So let's clear out of 9s. Ooh, this must be 9. Cross. That must be 9. And this is a. Is there right? This one. Here, just leaves that one. All right. So. Hmm. Wrong button. That must be remainder 2. Nope. If we are closer, about 4 enough to determine anything yet. Still not. No. Okay. So let's start thinking differently. Here we go. This will just do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, this one's missing a 4 on the cross section. Okay. But for those two, for those two each. Right. Number 5. still not gonna grab that one. To complete. How about down? Oh. Well, hold on. I run this top line, one line. 1, 2, 3. So missing a 4. 4 can't be on that line because it'd be taken up that way. So this must be the sleeves. This is the 4. And so that those two. So allows me to 1, 4, and look, 5. Maybe this 5. Maybe this 5. Maybe this 5. And 5 is clear. How about a 2? That must be a 2. That must be 4. A 6. 6. Breaks that a 6. 6 is a 4. Yay! Okay. Hide the window. And then onward to this. Boink. Hated that. Damn. What do they update that ironess demo? Oops. What? Should pause them. Set keyboard use. We continue. Oh. Sorry, I was just reading. Okay. Just reading the mysterious patch list. Flipping something. Like off my. I don't know what the heck. Cuticles?
Follow my lead. We should deal with this.
Magenta, if you would disarm this kindly.
I better myself through my service.
So, check game volume. What the?
None
Oh,
shall stand in my way.
See, right there.
hey, what's this? Pascal?
Explorator is blessed with
What?
multifunctionality.
I haven't run across. Ooh. Oh. 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 I didn't know we're down here. Yoink. Oh. Man. And it's a cloak from melee. Hmm. Now I know for another dogmatic melee who isn't using endure for some reason. You know, build variety.
Victory awaits.
What is this?
Over. I will deliver furious
Oh.
retribution.
Adira, I do not recommend standing there. Oh, is that a ladder? A ladder that is very oddly placed.
Hey, what's that?
What do you mean, what's that? Oh. Abelard, stand in the way, would you? Cassia, be a dear. Somewhere else. Let's see.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Made him up.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And do it again.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh.
You miscreant.
Herald of Siege. Mental manipulation.
Let's get to it.
Hold on.
Here, I recommend you remember to dodge.
Will do. Anything else? I have wrought your downfall.
Ooh. Bastard. Oh.
Show me what you've got. Pump. Pain cleanses the body.
Well, let's see. It's flavor time. Magenta, if you would. All right. Mind taking a quick look at him. Thank you. About this. Oh. Thanks, Pascal.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Time to slaughter someone.
And blood.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
Shovel
time.
him.
At your beck and call.
Yeah.
Not a problem for me. Already done.
I don't have to worry about hitting anybody else.
Easy.
Let's get to it. Scared, yeah?
Hold on.
They fight each other. Or more like they fight the demons. The demon. Okay.
Rejoice in battle. As the Emperor
Revel
commands, I act.
slaughter.
I'll
And do
it.
open fire, would you?
Eradicated. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Here we go.
You missed. Can you see him? You can shoot him. Then you can expose him. And then you can pot shot. And then you can remind a deer to dodge.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Hell, would you? Thank you.
Painted black.
A deer, huh? Why don't you go again?
Was that you? Or
Let's get to it.
High momentum. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Then
My
expose him.
request approved.
Then Free hit.
Let's get to it.
Show me what you got.
Oh. Oh boy. It's like
My place is at the fore. This wound will make a fine scar.
Blessed be the hand of the
Victory is
healer.
imminent.
brace for impact. Hmm? Now what has happened? Melting Herald of Zeech. Must be on them.
Nothing I can't do. Another clean strike.
Oop, too far up.
I'm here, maggot. Time to slaughter someone.
Magenta.
That
dear.
is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me. Be fire in my heart. Each stroke is a prayer.
How did they miss?
On it.
Up.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll do it.
Momentum.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What's this? Hypnotizing pendant. Single shot attack. Attacker. Target suffers slow until the wearer's next turn.
It's about time.
This filthy excuse for a table is smeared with someone's dinner consisting of algae, corpse starch. Come on. Pick up the loot. Toxic flow of murky liquid comes down from the higher levels via ancient
I
rusted
won't tolerate
pipes.
weakness.
Tell you we didn't. Yeah, well, I guess the demon's not. Huh. Map. All right.
A new challenge for me.
The warehouse. Pull it up. So, rapid fire. Next, range burst tackle. If its rate double, deal 25% less damage. Will follow random trajectory. Hmm. Medicaid. Awareness. Probably should be a bit more aware. Let's see. You taunting screw. Hmm. Let me see what we've done. Maximum damage. I want to. Combat. That would be a good one to run. We do or dodge. He already has power weapon proficiency. It's to minimum damage. I think melee superiority can be useful at the moment. Yeah, let's see. Fresh target. Study, sharpshooter, uncanny sight. Do this. I mean, we could do. Ooh, Psyker Minority. Oh, Psycho. Oh, let's give everybody okay. Amount of damage and wounds that's being done. Concentrate your fire. Now, exposure, ballistics. Unequal weaponry or yes. More Imperium. Why? Pascal, you need to learn more. Here, read this book. C. Initiative. Give her power armor proficiency. That's it. Oh, that relates to Weber's. Melee. Action. Undamn Sea of Souls. Blinking stare. Strange vitality. Smooth. Bad suffer. Warp. Single marketability. Oblivion. Let's do that one. That. All right. Up we go. Yes, I know there is another exit off in this direction. I'm looking to maximize my experience and loot gain. So, let's shut off the steam there because I want. Ooh, look at this.
Look at that.
That way. This way. I'm gonna go in from there.
Halt! I noticed something. I'll lay claim to the stars.
Go.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay. As is typical.
Over there! I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Let the blood flow!
As you wish. Argenta. Ablond.
I am your doom.
Chaos guides me.
Okay.
Anything else?
Argenta. Time to dodge.
Will do.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
It's gonna flame that whole lot of them.
One fewer target. At your beck and call.
Death to
Oh. Is that all?
Death to the weak.
What's the to sell? Oh man, he's got a hell of a hit range. Jeez. Actually, hey, shouldn't stand next to explosive barrels. They tend to go off. Gentlemen, you are on fire?
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. This is unacceptable.
No movement points. Did I just waste this? I did. Yay.
I will not.
What a waste.
Not a problem for me.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Don't do anything.
Crush the feeble.
Abelard, remember to dodge.
On the battlefield.
Hello, Yuki. Hope you're having a good day / evening.
Follow my lead. This ocular implant was a worthwhile.
Charge, Abelard.
It
Smack
will
him.
be done.
Hail you. Oh.
Indeed.
Wait, you were having a good day until 3 minutes ago. What happened specifically 3 minutes ago?
Out of my
Oh,
way.
I am hoping it gets better.
I've suffered worse.
Chaos guides me.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
See anything?
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Rejoice in battle.
Gonna keep this man warm for the remainder of his life. Or try, anyways. Wait, okay. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can read this and hear this correctly. You saw a video of a woman making chocolate cupcakes. All right, we're off to a good start. Chocolate cupcake. I'm a chocolate. And cupcakes? Cool. But instead of using cupcake lighter, she cooked and ate them in hollowed out bell pepper. Yeah, why? I just, no. I expect you don't know the answer. I expect this is a case of someone going, I want to have a sweet treat, but I also want to seem super healthy, so I'm going to put them inside bell pepper. Why? Well, because health reasons, health food, eating my vegetables. And I'm like, lady, you can have, because paper waste. This is why we have biodegradable paper waste. So it's not waste. It is biodegradable. You take it, you mulch it, it gets made into, I suppose, the bell peppers that our future children will eat. Or, you know, that kind of thing.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
That just seems disgusting.
Suits my purposes. Already done. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Emperor, give me strength.
I say, be a dear and look at him. Thank you.
If I may.
Nothing I can't do. Watch and learn.
I think some people shouldn't be with the general public. See, this is what happened, you know, in the advent before the internet.
What is this for?
Opinions and sheer things like that would have had to at least go through a cookbook that would have died on the bookshelf. You know, it would have barely seen the light of day.
Reduce the dust. I'm at your service.
Now, anybody can throw anything on the internet. Ooh, what did I find? Mesh vest. Is this going to be something heretical? Why is a mesh vest heretical? I don't understand. For this Fortress World Origin mesh vest, it's heretical. Why? Butter chicken ice cream with the meat. Yuki, too much internet for today. Step away from the doom scroll. Come off the YouTube run. I recommend either like burning your whatever algorithm is dumping these things in front of you. I recommend lighting it on fire and starting fresh. Or just every time those show up, you just don't click on it. Walk by it. Eventually, the algorithm will get the idea of like, oh my god, he doesn't want to see today's freak of a food shocker.
Follow my lead.
The coach walkie. No. No. Just,
Submit and you'll die quickly.
can we?
Cross them.
You know what? I'm gonna focus. Like, I don't have to read this out loud. Please tell me I don't have to read this loud. You said there was another that cooked a Wagyu steak in a frick ton of Nutella, like completely submerged. Yuki, that is enough YouTube for today. Find something better and brighter for me to watch, like this, like the grim dark future and the terrible things that happened in 440K. Oh, Cassie gets to go first. The best way to cook Wagyu. All right, I think that person was absolutely shitting you. I think they were just. I think they were fucking with people. That's the only explanation.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Each strike is a
He was quite
blow.
literally trying to
Faith
see how
without
many
deeds
people
is worthless.
would do that, and that's my bet.
I'll do it.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I refuse.
Much lighter and creepier note. What kind of game I've heard of the Mount. Mount. Is it a horror game?
Isn't this a job for the as duty demands?
Oh, that guy failed his willpower test.
Hold on. My faith strengthens me.
Your faith. Faith in what? This reminds me kind of it's Lovecraftian. Joint analysis, and then we apparently can't hit the sharpshooter.
Was it you? Or... Scared yet?
Here we go.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And Trooper dies because he was on fire. He's just standing out in the open. Kind of.
All too easy. Nothing I cover. Nowhere to hide.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Out my way.
Next. Holy shit, Pascal, you got some movement. He likes to move it, move it. But be dear and bless the machine spirits. Thank you.
Explorers know one route.
Forward. Ah, set off the trap. Right, analysis. Excellent.
Let's get to it.
That's it. I'm out from behind your cover. I did. Here.
I've seen worse battles than this in
It's
my
a solo co-op extraction game. You're part of an old Spanish expedition for treasure. Eventually fall to madness, seeing things that are out there, seeing your friends as enemies, creep on millipedes and cough to protect you. Ah, voice chat changes, it becomes distorted, etc.
At your beck and call.
Let's get
While
to
extraction, it's not PvP except for friendly fire.
Let's get to it!
Doubt is for the weak.
Huh.
Eradicated. I'll do it. Faith without deed is worthless.
I get lucky so many times.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Well, can be solo since I'm playing with friends is best. Oh, I'd have to give it a try, I suppose.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Adira, you mind taking a pot shot?
You insist, Lord Captain.
What of course? Be gone.
Thank you.
Let's make it quick.
Where did you?
Show me what you got.
Right. Yes. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Hold on.
I'm here, maggot.
What? Eh?
Let's see how they respond to this.
Pop, pop, pop. So you did a solo mission earlier. It's creepy. Gonna try with a friend tonight. Oh man.
Here we go. Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Wow. Keep going, Pascal.
I am a savant. Russian.
Oop, animation error. Probably should take a look at that. Abelard. Chase him down.
It will be done.
Out my way.
Out of your way. No one was there to begin with. Now your friends haven't made it through this either.
I'll do it.
That. Slaughter, which is like an E that I set that off this grand. Alright, let's go. Ow. Oh.
As the Emperor
Light 'em up.
commands, each strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak.
That is.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Eradicate
Now they're about to ice to dust. Oh man. Put it down with one round.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Cassia, give him a good look, would you?
Another foe painted
See, he
blood.
just couldn't stand charisma.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
No, no. Damn. Can I see anybody from here? No. Oh well.
Time to slaughter.
Oh. A deer, I'll be a deer.
I know what is to come.
You do? Well then, work on it. Remind Pascal that, would you?
Suits my purposes. Watch and learn.
I have got to get a better las rifle.
Not a problem for me.
Martyrdom is the reward. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
There we go. Commune with machine spirit for me. Thank you.
Let's get to it.
Well, how convenient of you. Thank you.
My
Well
base
done.
is at the fore.
This shovel is a very handy weapon.
Let's get to it.
Standard Munitorium issuance. For Kriegsman, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll do it.
Now it's gotta find the Kriegsman. Wherever the hell he went.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh, good, because we're putting them to use.
Scared yet?
You- Being very awkward
There
about
is
this.
movement in the Empyrean. Anything else?
Remind the Lord Captain to dodge. Excellent. How about some rapid fire? Concentrate your fire. And then open fire. And then
I'll bring
engage in
glory
firearm
to my
mastery.
bloodline. Nothing I can't do. Already done.
This is gonna be a little while.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Stop. Missing.
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't do.
Yes. Apparently someone lurks this day. I don't mind people lurking. Just say hi. They are thoroughly condemned by the Messiah. Right. Gather round, gather round.
We must act. Need a little morale boost?
Integrity factor increased.
Yes. To those watching, please, please, say something in chat. At least say hi. Oh, blow it up. Let's see. Examine. The anti-aircraft's battery control has a panoply of mysterious levers and buttons. Deactivating quickly is not an option. All you can do is blow it up, destroying it completely. Examine. The anti-aircraft battery certainly was constructed a long time ago, long before the colonization of this world began. Warhammer 40K terms, this thing is fucking old. It comes as no surprise that the insurgents were barely able to operate. Modern arms protocols are incomprehensible to the machine spirits of such ancient construction. Remember the basics of handling sacred mechanisms of war. I believe I know a way to rid us of this menace. It does not take knowledge of the ins and outs of ancient technology to do what you what you intend to do. Your experience from your time in the Astra Militarum is sure to suffice. A simple manipulation of the breech block is enough to jam the shell inside of the tube and cause a fire in the chamber. The blast consumes the ancient weapon. The sky above the city is safe for flying again.
It's about time.
What's this?
The
Crashed shuttle.
Reapers taught me how.
The shuttle must have been shot out of the sky by a powerful weapon before it crashed into the building and fell into the once crowded street. Oh, one of these blind madmen.
I'm always ready.
Alright, try that again. Because, seriously, those blind men,
I won't tolerate weakness.
bad women, they're tainted, corrupted. Dumb. We got. Hello. I think someone has a sniper. Well, it's a regular sniper. Some more stuff. Hold on. They were holding a bolter rifle in there? Well, I suppose the not quite trained in keeping a bolter rifle from blowing your arms off when firing it bit is kind of... You need training.
We need to investigate.
Magenta?
Duty prevails.
Is something...
A
Right.
new challenge for me?
Up, your premium. So, oh. Some goods.
My success is an irrefutable
Yoink.
certainty.
More stuff for my profit margin. Got everything? So I have. To the western side. Mhm. Oh, cutscene. Robo Doggy. Heck of a cutscene, that's for sure. It was such a fantastic way to introduce the Mendoza's arbiters.
Arbitrators, secure
Or
perimeter.
arbitrators,
Formation
yes.
47,
Or is it arbitrators?
Later, heal.
The huge cyber mastiff immediately stops snarling in your direction. It goes quiet at its foot, its stillness punctuated only by the thick globbles of blood dripping from its metal fangs.
Proctor Exacting Solomon Antha of the Adeptus Sabatis. State your name and the purpose of your stay on Rykadamanoris.
His voice is calm and even, yet his finger remains firmly positioned on the trigger of his weapon. I suppose, given he is quite literally the armored fist of Imperial law, I suppose I should be nice-ish. I am Sabot von Valancia's successor to the recently deceased Theodora von Valancia. I've come to this world on personal business.
So, Theodora von Valancius is dead. I will deliver this tragic news to Marshal Strax. I honor the pact your predecessor made with the Adeptus Arbates. I won't keep you any longer.
A pact, eh? What was the nature of this arrangement?
Your predecessor made a formal alliance with us. She provided us with a headquarters on Dargonis and supported us in the collection and guarding of the Imperial tithe on several occasions. We, in turn, assisted Lady Theodora in enforcing the law on the worlds under her control.
Hey, that's an excellent pact. That is was one fearsome looking dog. I was impressed by her performance in
That
battle.
skirmish just now, Glato didn't even get to show off a tenth of what he is capable of. But he is quickly catching up with me for who's killed the most heretics today.
Well, what are you and your people doing here?
Removing obstructions to an official inquiry. My unit and I came here to investigate the
No irony in
of
that
one
statement.
particularly valuable ship, but the mutinous scum got in the way. Now we are having to deal with them too.
Talk about the situation on this
Only
planet.
that the governor is failing in his responsibilities.
Ooh.
This is a planet-wide rebellion, and it reeks of madness, or worse, of witchcraft. The rebels are blinding both themselves and others, and their ravens are the most insane and unholy thing I've ever heard.
What's this about a missing ship?
It's about a tithe ship. A vessel loaded to the brim with planetary tithes, amassed over a considerable period, suddenly went dark as soon as it departed Rykad Manoris.
The stolen tithe entail.
Resources that every world is under obligation to relinquish for the good of the Imperium. In the case of Rykad Manoris, they include the ceramited explosive reagents produced on Rykadi Philia, armor glass, medical supplies, and guardsmen. A living tithe to be recruited into the regiments of the Astra Militarum. Cargo like that is particularly dangerous in the hands of heretics, as it can be easily converted into wealth or used for military purposes.
Are you not supposed to help the governor regain control over this world? I thought that maintaining order was the foremost duty of any arbitrate.
Not every uprising demands action by the Adeptus Arbates. For now, I'm simply assessing the situation, and if our investigation requires that the rebellion be crushed, then we will intervene. Still, the governor had best put a stop to this bedlam. He is not here to just sit and look pretty.
I don't know, he might think otherwise. And what do you tend to do next?
Fight our way to the local administratum palace and ascertain whether a fire or some other disaster hasn't destroyed the documents related to the investigation. I hope the clerks were smart enough to put the records before their lives. If the Emperor favors us, we will extract the data we need, or else interrogate the survivors before we pay a visit to the governor. The questions we have for him are beginning to pile up.
This may not be particularly fun, the governor. The Cybermastiff lets out a low growl and leans forward somewhere to the side. Solomon fires a shot in the same direction without even looking. You hear a stifled, gurgling rattle.
Arbitrators, eliminate the surviving rebels. Now is not the best time for conversations. With target practice standing around like this. Unless you have more questions, I will proceed with my assignments.
Governor's a suspect?
Every citizen of this planet is a suspect, but Governor Medina is under particular scrutiny. Seizing the sacred tithe requires access to information, resources, and power. The governor fits that profile.
You're saying a new adorable anime has started? A dragon is raised by a cat alongside her kittens and becomes the protector of cats. That does sound adorable. Oh my god. What has anime become? Wait. Does this mean we've moved away from terrible isekai animes? Like terrible ones? You know, the ones where someone just wrote out a screenplay, tossed it on the table, and went, "Here you go," and they went, "Okay, here's your money." He was shaped into a cat drip. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to tell me which one that is, so I can look it up. I suppose I could check what's on the playlist for this season.
Then there's this rebellion. Convenient. How many records and crucial witnesses do you think will be lost? Some people might call it a cover-up. I do not like how aptly this term describes the present situation.
I'm on the way to see the governor. You and your unit could accompany me.
I must refuse. Our mission and the Marshal's orders take priority, even over a request from an individual as empowered as you.
No, beginning after the end, just finished season 2. Still terrible isekais. Well, how many were in last season? How many were in last season or in this one? Or were in this coming season? Like, are they still shoveling it? Or are you getting, like, just maybe like a couple a year now? No more
May
questions.
the Emperor watch over us. That way, this meeting won't be our last.
Which direction did you... You went in the wrong direction, Solomon.
Victory awaits!
The Arbitrator's arrival was certainly a welcome sight. Hopefully they will help to put things back in order around here.
Not happening, old man. All they care about is their tithe. Even if the Coronis expanse turned upside down, they wouldn't bat an eye.
Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. See that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. This is one of the consequences of arriving late. Look, Rogue Trader, more important that I be able to leave the system and rescue the son of a prominent other Rogue Trader. Politics. Anyways, some maintain a gloomy silence, others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Elderly citizen. Come to your senses, Harold. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms towards him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Fanatical old man. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained a true sight, while you still believe the lie. On seeing you, the man points his weapon at you, and the other insurgents do the same. Who are you? Why are you here? No, you tell me. Who are you and what are you doing to these unfortunates? I am the chief. My former name, Harold, is meaningless now. I am a father leaving his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Harold, spare us, spare your children. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of a colorful deception. Hues once twisted by despair, and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again. Pascal's fox hisses furiously. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will teach them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Abelard's face turned a deep red. Cast your own children into thrall of heresy. To drown your progeny in its filth with your own hands. You have been torturing your own family in order to save them. You've been blinding them so that they could see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. The old man is abstinent. You sense that the confidence in his voice is diminished. Aurora, whoever that is, has exploited your naivete. Can't you see that you're causing nothing but suffering? But all I wanted was to save. The man drops his weapon and covers his face with his hands in desperation. You hear several short sobs. There's no washing the blood from your hands. But you could at least let us go, Harold, once you haven't mutilated yet. The old man gestures to the other insurgents who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? We're dogmatic. So, your family will be taken care of. As for you, damn you to death. The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster, soon disappear around the bend. All right. So this upcoming season is quite a few. Oh, the name of the anime is Neko to Ryu. Cat to Dragon. I wonder. Upcoming seasons, quite a few, but a lot of continuations. Hell Mode, Mushoku Tensei, Tanya the Evil, Skeleton Knight in the World of Semblance, the Bookworm Recurrent. Some are continuing. At least it's on your watch list. Oh, there's another Tomei game, Isekai. We only have 10 shows on your list, with 2 of them being maybes. Okay, so we've got a bunch of you know, sequels, another continuation ones, huh? Yeah, Tanya the Evil's on by 1. And I've got to catch up on Reincarnated Slime. I keep saying that, and I don't do it. Like, I'm staring at a stack of Blu-rays right freaking here.
What is that?
It's like, join up at your hive's nearest Astra Militarum mobile conscription center. Conscription. It just means you show up and they say, you work for me now.
Cast your eye there. Pay attention.
Okay.
I better
We did.
myself through my service.
Success is measured in blood. Yours and your enemy. Some
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Anything over here? No. What is this? Let me clear the surface level first.
It's about time. Something of interest.
See? Right there. Nothing escapes my sight.
Disarm these traps.
Never doubt me.
Hey, look, experience.
Duty prevails.
More traps.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, fine, fine. Do the levels. You stop refreshing on me. How about some agility? Perception? Fellowship? Oh, yes, we want perception. Calculated relations? Fires at the board. Mechanical weaponry. Field of fire. Russian fixed bayonets. Grab that. Strength 5. Melta, maybe? Yeah, it's just common talents this time. So. That. Strength. You want damage. Yeah. Arouse? Yep. gains that until that. Okay. Oh. You see the familiar. Or pick up more ability. Let's see. No. Yeah, roll with that. Six use. Okay. Oh. Actually, hold on. What if something? Let's see. Sensory deprivation. Let's run that way. Stacking. -5 penalty, their dodge and parry until the end of combat. Willpower. Perception for it. Need better stuff. Wounds, litany, purification, litany, hatred. Let me get the zeal. Right. Various recital for him. Flexed. Ooh. Hello, yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe we should look at some of our combat stuff. Building. Hello. Aim weapon expert. Residual charge. No, second. Yeah, let's do flame weapon expert. He doesn't get any more abilities. Intimidation. Let's see. Precise attack. Intimidation. Okay, operation next turn. Perfect spot. Particularly tactical. Ah, here we go. Let's see, aiming protocols. That's a good one right there. Ion attack. Use close communion. Filtering. This one. Charge. Scanner. Skirmish. Oh. Hello. I want aiming protocols because I want better. smelt, but I'm gonna give it getting a plasma weapon sooner. Oh, it's on the way out. I think he's gonna get a. He'll get a. Gonna get another time by then. Let's see. Air of Authority. Solve. Back in the fight. Immediately recovers. Under the okay. Under voice of command, they get temporary wounds. Break their ranks. Additional damage. Just target. Oh, okay. Move. Grants an ally additional. Use that. Okay. What? I wish to immolate their soul. But hold on. This. Reveal the light. Lips of fate. Adds power of warp curse unleashed. At the start of the turn, the enemy close to them also becomes cursed. Feel the light though, so I can continually use that. Now let's see. Enemy's damage received from additional damage from warps. Ebb and flow every even turn, additional action point every odd, plus 20 perception. Light of souls. Mastery of climb. Bonus to willpower for granting additional that. Perilous ways. Hold on. Let's see. So whenever they use a navigator power, perception, mind over. Soul. Ethnicity. Reds and faults. Force travel and traveled. Vitality. Let's do that. Item souls.
I better myself through my service. Duty
Give me that
prevails.
sweet, sweet experience.
The Emperor favors me today.
More cargo. Act. Clearly oblivious to your presence. The soldier mutters incoherently. Does not react to anything around him. Anything over here?
None shall stand in my way.
What's this? Ancient Terra Monocle. Lore and prayer depend on fellowship instead of intelligence and bonus. Take a look. Cassia. What you want? Kind of maybe you want that? Yeah. Example, remember. Sniper rifle, blast wave, shotgun, whole bunches of shotguns. Scrappy las gun. Las gun. Auto gun. And it's just a regular bolter. Still. Enter a stat. Pyromancer stat. She doesn't have pyromancy. Use it. Improved armored body. Skin. What with that for her? Single shot attack. Target to slow. Move all those things. What's this one do? Sniper gloves. Critical to oh, hello. All right. Hold that. No, it doesn't have shield equipped. Act does not spend all of their. Throw that on you. This is melee. No. Film of determination. Oh, hold on. Ta-da. Static. Critical for the first 3 rounds of combat. Well. I think I'm pretty close. I'm just going with what I've got now. A pistol. On. One old. That's true. An old. Oh. That's a stim. Age sorry, plus 30% more chance to trigger perils in the warp.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Right. Where does this go? Oh, I think I've been down. Yes, I have. There's a way of bypassing combat. Yep. Back up.
A new challenge for me?
Somewhere, at some point. Look. Loot. See me. The goods in this stall are stark contrast to the rest of the nearby shops. The jars are labeled all-purpose synth powder. Fills you up no matter what. Made in Necromunda's best factory.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Guess somebody getting down there. Why don't have X? Oh. Because Ooh. Oh, down there.
Victory awaits.
I am the Rogue Trader. I command the resources of these worlds. And that would look very, very nice in my cargo hold. A solitary young tech priest is offering ceaseless prayers to the machine spirits of the command center. The formidable shells for large caliber weapons being stored right in the command center. Sounds like a brilliant plan. Governors. It's a bloodbath outside, but nothing can threaten you here, your
Dark
lordship.
green, gloomy and stifling, fills this space like dense fog. The people here are drained, exhausted, bewildered.
Well, first, we say.
Ready for day's input.
Governor Medina. The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt, military manner. Faisal Rakadi Ab Medina of Coronis, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The man's gaze falls on Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. Rosarian? Abelard nods dryly. Governor Medina, my greetings. The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassia. Lady Navigator. What an honor. Never thought that House Orcelio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I had received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Orcelio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Iraq 5. I'm not saying the convoy is sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you, their punishment will be swift and severe. I'm more curious. What a curious exchange of pleasantries. Some kind of discord between you and Abelard. No, of course not. An old misunderstanding. Over a century old by now. It isn't worth your time. All right. The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. It's an outrage. I will have the personal vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valancius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the traitor? My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their soul. The governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue Trader von Valancius. Slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how may I be of help. What? What would this do? Like, this is kind of mean to do to him. I'm not going to do that. But my ship's crew has suffered heavy losses. I wish to secure replacements on Rycap Minoris. I can offer you several thousand fine obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defend the starport. A sergeant who's managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for promotion. My kinsman, Conrad Voigtveer of Underlandsius, has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. He is hiding in this system. I want him handed over to me. Voigtveer is a traitor. Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, we have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logis Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Kunrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Heinrich van Calix interrogated the most holy Inquisition is operating in your system. You know where he is? The governor lowers his voice. I do. Master van Calix has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium. It is an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanic. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the most holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shells over the cities has been destroyed, and nothing is preventing you from returning your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Calix, you should go to the Cenobium, the Adeptus Mechanica. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal Walks. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Hanuman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Magos should provide his assistance. Everybody does. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have in my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah's servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medina and Pascal glare at each other, unyielding gazes like crossed swords. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with the servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. Simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. Many people who can do more than praise the Omnissiah to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. Fine. Smagos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give me orders. Mistake me for a fool. I know they arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no... The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendron. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I have been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement. Steady and calm, ready to explode at a moment's notice, with the crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I am headed to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through gritted teeth. Abundantly so. Why are you so determined to get to the monastery? Is it just because of the relic? It is why I came to this world. Expected there. It would be my pleasure to assist you. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. The drill. Stop. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard and protect you at all costs until your life functions cease. But only within the limits of the Rykad system. You're Hanuman? Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrow and stares at a tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. Pascal, what is so special about the Cenobium and the relic? What is in there that's drawn the attention of an interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirits, once released from the sacred circuit, would destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykad Minoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of immediate execution. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we received, Logus Abel Hanuman set off with a hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calix? Pascal box rasps in confusion. My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logus supervised the work of Rykad Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I've never had the honor of making his acquaintance through Anchor. I'm going to get more information on this individual. I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logus' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected to the cogitators at the command post. They might provide you with some information. It is amazing that a confused mechanical voice from a box can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amernat, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Adira tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it, in every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair then. The new reflection is deathly. Why do they flatter the master? It seems suspicious. When a Logus of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, you don't ask why, your lordship. I see. And to be of service, your lordship. Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? The governor maintains control. I'd like to hear your reasoning. See, you could do this. The rioters are too well organized, too well informed, too well armed. There are signs of indoctrination into heretical beliefs. They are clearly being directed by someone competent and charismatic. Governor, you are dealing with an arch-enemy cult that is growing at an alarming rate. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. All right. Perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing off as Rabble's usual nonsense. However, if it does involve corruption and underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the matter seriously. Or take the issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship. I wanted to expect. Arbiters, why are they here? Ah, Solomon. Otto. The arbitrator marches forward relentlessly and halts one step away from the governor, looking down at him. Governor Medina, in the name of Lex Imperialis, I, Proctor Solomon Anthar, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the shipment of the Imperial tithe. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the Adeptus Arbitus your full cooperation. In particular, by transferring command of the strike groups and other resources to me. Medina, though deathly pale, proudly raises his chin. Arrest me. Transfer my resources. Your demands undermine my efforts to suppress the rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithe is simply... He stops talking under the arbitrator's oppressive, merciless gaze. Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now, let us go over this one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident whether you were personally involved or not. You will provide the resources I have requested without objection, as this measure serves to re-establish control over the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction of the investigation and take steps accordingly. Seems I left with no other option but then to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of the Lex Imperial. Medina shoots you a quick glance. Unless his lordship has anything to say on this matter, that is. Oh. I'm not going to oppose it to serve until the Lex Imperial. The governor puts his hand behind his deck, either to appear more confident or to hide the tremor in his fingers. In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor. Before I give the access codes, I must give a protracted, self-exonerating statement. There's no need. All information required of you will be obtained during questioning, without witnesses, be it your personal guard or the Rogue Trader. Just you, me, and Glyto. Siren Mastiff lets out a heavy growl and sent a shiver down her spine. What is your plan, Proctor? Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations critical to the investigation. At the same time, we will crush the heretics' resistance. Most of them are hiding among the commoners, and a series of concentrated strikes against the residential districts and infirmaries will send them running. That is when we'll finish off the global carrier. What of the throne? I will be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you're done. Have faith in my methods, Governor. I'm not going to depopulate your world. After all, it needs to be able to continue paying the tithe. Why do you think the rebels are hiding among the civilians? They could have shelters elsewhere. I know this from a few intercepted box exchanges and a couple of scumbags we've interrogated. But first and foremost, I know from experience. Such mutinous rabble always feeds off its families and associates. Concentrated strikes. Just add water. Alright, such mutinous rabble always feeds off his families and associates, who also provide a source of recruits to support its ranks. Of course, there is the heretics' contemptible habit of using the local population as a shield. You need to flush them out of their nests and starve them of resources. Dogmatic. And also astral. A sound plan, Proctor. Only harsh measures can restore order. Solomon gives a slight nod. Better to cut off the hand than to let the infection overtake the whole body. Blood equals water, right? Sounds legit. Concentrated strikes, just add blood. Well, I wish you luck in your investigation, Proctor. I haven't somebody tracked down. First off, we shall save game. Yep. That item. This cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, awaiting access code. Force access. You have bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Pascal leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. The cogitator screen blinks and responds with a string of unknown characters. I appealed to the machine spirit to open Logus Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. Go to... remember this to be investigated. The entry contains planetside coordinates marked as Heavy Auger Station Gem, possibly a hidden insurgent base. Recent observations. The satellite Magos Ma'ruf reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House von Valencian. The satellite Zafira the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent a encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rycat Norris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Rykati Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Contents could not be decrypted. Go to Sacred Computation 782-5-M. Upon Logus Abel's orders, the archives of every Auger station on Rycat Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rycat Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Moof and Zafir the Keen, after two great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logos is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. I.e., I read the entries in reverse. Computation result. Positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred auger's eyes. First, the ship is thought to have arrived 2 Rycat Manor cycles ago early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Logus Abel's conclusion, the insurrection on the planet had long been in the making. Participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rycatid system, a rumored unholy prophet to the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. What is the nature of their activity near Rykati Philia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to. Final entry cuts off abruptly. Sorry, throat. Crying out and cough. Alright, so we go to Logus, private archive. Results of the data trace. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it, shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiative are slumbering in the neural horrors of their vows. I am registering an impulse, a change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logus Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logus Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse VI, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Zenobia. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox is soft, pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery.
It's about time.
What's this one do? I saw a bunch of people show up in viewers. Hello, viewers. Say hi. Tech Priest Quartz Crane. Painfully thin, Tech Priest turns sharply towards you. The sudden movement makes his chromed augmetics briefly clang. His gray eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy, dour stare. Identification: Unit Logus Quartz Crane, official trader representative of the Explorer Cognizance. The unit supervises supply routes in the Reichad system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. When the tech priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching binaric, a tortuously long tirade in which the volume rises and falls, seemingly at random. When it is finally over, the omniscient servant bows his head. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The Rogue Trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Reichad system. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? Emprah says, sharply and curtly. Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Reichad Norris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with the Electro Priests and ensuring the Sanctum security are our top priorities. You are the head of a Rogue Trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence. Pauses for and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Rakadi of Medina of Coronis must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange knowing nods. I will discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The Rogue Trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authority. Pascal, what was that previous conversation? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz Crane's request to transfer information. Explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archived data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Rakad Minoris and authorized representatives of the Explorer Cognizance fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefits through cooperation. Neutral Logus Quartz Crane is the fleet's appointed trade agent. This unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. Somnosiah's servants exchange short binaric mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. Show me your arsenal. I accept the commercial transaction. File available. Because I have a profit factor, and it doesn't go down. Well, unless I take storybook actions for that. Now. What do we have here? Reputation. Sort by favorites. No? I cost. Here we go. Ooh, they want to take heretic trophies off my hands. For disposal? Ooh, one more. There we go. First of all, buy all available. Metronome. I don't have the profit factor. Unless, I mean, in theory, I'm wondering if I could have access to the have had access to the profit factor. I know I could have gotten like a +1 or +2 if I had stripped the Station of Yurak 5 for everything valuable. So I could have had 14 or 15 potentially. Could get to that. That's wanted, but it's beyond my range right now. Balanced small power hour. Auguring grip. The user can equip two-handed melee weapons in this hand, including staves, and rock salt. But the negative effect, the user deals 15% less damage and can perform only basic attacks with two-handed weapons in this hand. Suffer a trauma, this augment does not malfunction. The unit's user's maximum hit chance is reduced by 5%. Oh, I'm getting 3 from somewhere else then. Huh. All right. Well, there's no point in spending more on it. And what's the Cognizance fleet doing in the Rycat system? The Cognizance fleet's presence in the Rycat system is negligible. Its research activities in the system have been concluded. Limited presence is maintained for the purpose of logistical support. Fulfillment of vows to maintain the omniscience creations. Spiritual oversight. Do you know anything about the tech priest Abel Newman? Unit Quartz Cram has had no previous communications with Unit Abel Newman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the Standing Army of Rakat Minoris for preservation purposes. Command Center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Appeal to the cogitator spirits for further information. Take my lead. And save game. Conversations. Governor Medina. Tech priest Quartz Crane claims you have been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Diptus Mechanicus Monastery. Of course he does. With a heavy sigh, the governor warily covers his face with his hand. That tech priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the holy cenobium of the Archdeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. Okay, a lot to discuss. Right.
None shall stand in my way.
So I do check on modified bolter. Oh, it's got an extra, little less damage with an extra rate of fire. Electric shield. So if I wanted to do a backstory for the Adeptus Arbites, I'd be running the shield because you can set it. One of the background items you can do with that is you run soldier, and then you go, all right, you take the thing that lets you use a shield in one hand, and you take the thing that lets you use a shotgun, a two-handed shotgun with one hand, and then you go to town. On like everything. Here, could use some dodge. Oh, look, you're of the heretical variety. It really doesn't matter. Ranged attacks. May as well. Because that's going to go better on someone else potentially. I have got to give him a efficiency with plasma weaponry. Bolt. Probably plasma. Bigger, better. Nope. This does good damage though. I think I give him some better stuff too. Flavor. 10 to 15, kind of penetrate, critical damage. What's the range? 8, 9. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip past it.
A new challenge for me.
Return to the void ship. Point of interest, an unidentified void ship. Well, let's find out what this thing is. Ship. Host. Shieldmaster, Shieldmaster. Yep. What is this? Augurs notice a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planet. A void ship whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit is resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged, rocks around it shattered by the force of the gigantic machine's crash land. The augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Then it's gone to the planet to explore the void ship. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpted from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran accurately determines the origin of the unholy vessel. It belongs to the Xenos race called Drukhari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creak, as if promising to drag along into the abyss anyone who dares disturb its slumber. Abelard suggests finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Rakad system. Taking heed of the Seneschal's recommendations, the Rogue Trader orders to send more people. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the Drukhari void ship. Soldiers who entered the vessel were met with lifeless bodies of Xenos who died when the void ship crashed. The void ship itself, following its abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel's systems have reacted to the intruders, and senselessly cruel, deadly traps have been activated on all deck. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince, rip apart, and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. Soldiers found several curious pieces of xenotech on the sinister void ship, but no data that could shed some light on why it came to the Rycat system. A blast pistol. Okay. None of us have proficiency with that, so. Bunker. I think the hold on. Journal? No, that's rumor. Quests. Looking for trouble. Blood. I'm gonna do that next act. Oops, the final one. Under system. Response. Electricity. Xenobium. Yep. I refused. Okay. Off we go. He'll cover the lightning, Gary. Lordship Lloyd, one Valancius Dynasty.
Follow my lead.
The premonition runs true.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the governor sent to the monastery's aid. Hey, spoke true, we tried. Pieces are molten at the edges. The statue was likely blasted by a barrage from a multi-laser turret. A type of landing force shuttle. Athletics. Oosh.
Nothing's impossible for this old
Or
officer.
just dump it. Goods. Gimme. Medkit and grenades.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Never get around to using them. I have flamers.
I rise to the occasion.
They people unworthy of entering the hallowed cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational. Open the gate. Open the gate. The Binharik hymn. The Binharik hymn awakens the gates.
Victory awaits.
We enter the electrodynamics. With the motor de force on display everywhere. Okay, look, dead people. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly, and never had time to reach.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Rycat. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
You note that wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect to two lines. A merciful quick electronic shock is not what killed this cultist. His face is contorted in pain as if he was tortured. It's... Gimme. Yay. I wonder about this guy. There are no wounds on the heretic's body, but his face is contorted in terror, and his eyes are bloodshot. Ruptured muscles.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse, Emperor!
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Huh. Interrogator. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabrics of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a fox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Interrogator Van Calix, I presume.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs Van Calix of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Book this.
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A puff of black smoke comes out of the psyker's mouth and dissipates at once. Hooray! What phenomena!
A psyker. Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
No.
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the Rogue Trader's protection!
Adira is a member of my personal retinue, is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Rogue Trader Sabot von Valencia.
Von Valancius?
I don't know if that's pompous enough. I have to work on that.
That dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Theodora's dead.
Is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of Rogue Trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I am here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I can provide you safe passage to Footfall, a ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Well, I to be expected. Inquisition.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
Oops. Oh my god, commissioned a bunch of people to do what you want and let me know the evidence while you're at it. Now, precisely what are you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
What did you do to him?
I convinced him to
Points at the
cooperate.
corpse.
I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
Oh. I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces. Experience.
Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
Oh, very much so.
Positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
No. Dira? Like Cassia?
None shall stand in my way.
Logic, Pascal.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
What is this? A symbol for the omnicide inscribed on the wall. Grooves of electric discharges fanning out from it. River. Let's take a look. Heinrich. There you go. Well, that's a lot, isn't it? Biomancer's staff or a charge staff? Oh. Plus 10. Plus 10 willpower. Yeah. Soul Siphon. Where did I get this? Oh, I might have gotten it from one of the... I don't recall where I picked it up. Oh, I might have actually just picked it up. There. More sword. Place. Get a much better one. Does he know how to use... Well, no, he doesn't. This would go. Anyways, back to here. 15. 15% damage. Warp. Fellowship. Wound. Yes. Oh, yeah. Bonus damage versus demon on melee damage with a psycho. Whenever the wearer deals warp damage, the damaged character also suffers burning. Burning effects both by the wearer, but fatal degradation. Interesting. Nope. Not do any good. Hmm. Some additional armor. Think. Good for that. Well, good second. Get it. Now, Eric. Level. This one, damage deflection. Oh yes. Weapon skill. Oh yes. Shield. Emperor. Invigorate. This. Oh, yes. Purge soul, take that. Yes, you should know the warp, Heinrich. You interrogator. Hmm. Oh. Destin increases armor by 5%. Edge of Dawn. Eternal Glory. Hymns of Hatred. Psalms. Hero. Nope. More damage. Enos. Disengage. Clench teeth. Interception. Grabbing speed. Selection. Yep, that. Defensive maneuvers. Scars. Stack that. Toughness. Strength. Strength. Enfeeble. Invigorate. keep shielded, actually. Reality, psychic Minoris. Heal power. Oh, there we go.
A new challenge for me?
All right.
We need to investigate.
The machine set. Ooh. Somebody got.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Surrender to the dark powers.
Stay vigilant.
Hmm. Let me see. Who should I give?
Me.
Pascal.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Running by Erica.
There.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, you're going to die for the ruinous power.
At your beck and call.
Then I went to. Oh,
A tactically sound
and
approach.
smack you. Oh, you parry. Race for impact.
Break their burrow.
You missed. Did not.
As the Emperor
There we
commands,
go.
I act.
Look a little toasty there, boys.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Furious recital.
Let's see to it.
I
Naturally.
word of the Emperor.
Be gone.
Ooh,
Get me
Dust.
a target.
Forge ahead.
regimental tactics.
Already
Gotcha.
done. There's nowhere to hide. Nothing I can't do.
Still.
I shall not fear. Suits my purposes.
Oh. Yeah, worth a shot.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Hold on. Let's see. Willpower and toughness.
If
Oh,
only that
can't
were
cast on
possible.
yourself.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then let's see. Pascal.
Running by Aaron's side. My vow is to serve.
Might as well get something out of it.
Let the cycle continue.
Guaranteed hit.
Step aside.
Mind
The
taking a quick look
navigator
at
is
him?
coming.
He looks a little, well, alive. Well done, Cassian. Orp is deaf to your prayers. Well, it's probably because you didn't build up enough in the way of, you know, stupid.
Follow my lead.
Enough in the way of stupidity floating around here.
I will do my duty.
Bonk. That's the Shovel of Doom.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Shoot and scoot. Do it again. Oh.
Everyone, step aside. But of course,
Abelard. A little bit off here, I suppose.
for the throne's glory.
I'm gonna put you on cover. Oh, beyond range. So. Everyone out of the zone. What are you? And then joint. Reveal the light for Scuff. Argenta,
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I command thee, bring him down.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but there's somebody use it on.
Weapon at the ready. Follow my lead.
Oh, just bonk him.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Hey, look. Another level.
Experience. Nothing.
Message for you, sir.
You want me to hydrate? Okay. Glub, glub, glub. I have hydrated. Thank you for the reminder. Ooh, plasma pistol. Pascal to book. A multitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realize they are foundational tenets of the Electro Priest religion. Standing out among them is the triumph of reason over all other facets of human nature. Can't have me kitchen kidney stones. Oh, I drank too much water and not enough sugar for that. Let's see. Do I want? What do I want? Soul velocity. Ooh, yes, here we go. Unfaltering fire. I'm gonna do second skin. Some better. Weapon proficiency. And replace that water with Coke. A far superior drink. And you could build a house with those stones. Oh, stones. I'm thinking. And Grenadier. Instant retribution. It will not die. Oh, that would be useful on somebody. I'm going to switch over to plasma. Delta weapons. Delta weapons, I suppose. Let's do it. Skill, talent. No, we are giving him plasma efficiency and a higher bonus to Medicaid. That? Factory link. You know what? Point blank. Okay, let's see. Ramming speed is a good one. Ooh, hold on a sec. Biomancy. Sanguine Siphon. Adrenaline Surge. Okay, warp saturation. Psychic. Oh, high resistant. 10% per stack. I guess we'll run with that. Distortion. Let's see a bit more of like high risk. Okay. Level up. Ooh. Inspire courage, personal oversight. First time, decisive response. Ooh. Set armor, could run that. Oh. Blinking stare. Course of travel, strange vitality. Do that one. This one. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, that strange vitality and persuasion. Nope. Now, let's see. Abelard. Leave a plasma tool. Yes, I know it doesn't do much damage, but better armor penetration. And no recoil. Better maximum range. Do it. Let's see how it works. I don't have any on me yet, do I? I will be prepared.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Oh dear.
I will take
Ow.
all of you with me.
Oh wow.
It's about time.
Integrity failure detected.
That was a surprise. Oh shit. Please. Please tell me I can take that.
Look no further.
Oh, I hope I had a good save before that went bad.
Let me help.
Back into the fray.
The healing is much appreciated. Let's patch you up.
My frail organics required it.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Injuries will not
Let me
slow
help.
me.
Your assistance is much appreciated.
Let's patch you up.
I'm grateful.
Right, well, it's my last save game. Literally before going into that fight. Holy shit. Literally, the trap went off and basically electrocuted me. I'm gonna reload, but I am a little curious. Hold on, not this site, this one.
I'm at your service. That's not the Seneschal's job.
I stand in recognition.
Oh,
This wound will make a fine scar.
Back into the fray.
oh, doesn't do shit. Actually, you know what? It is almost time. Got some stuff I gotta do. So I think we're gonna finish this off here. Okay. Well, that was something fun to do. It looks like some people came by. Came by to watch, so thank you for that. I was able to make some progress there. It's been a little slow going because I am navigating. And for the unvoiced parts, just have to get a TTS or something like that. Which I don't know, it feels kind of falls flat when I've listened to somebody using it. They are moving fairly quick though, but I don't know. And from earlier, it's just I want practice, get exercise in for vocal exercise, for chatting at people for a while. I should, get vocal exercise. That means voicing a game when it doesn't have one is what it is. Without overly exhausting my voice, kind of. Okay. So, schedule. I should be on tomorrow about 7 or I believe it was 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will be continuing with some Death Stranding. We are in the mountainside. We are probably in what, chapter 4 or something like that. And looks like I got some shit to do in there before I can get my BB back. Plus got some roads I gotta build. That kind of. And then Wednesday, we should be continuing with the collaboration in less than again for Baldur's Gate 3. And then Friday we'll be continuing with not continuing, starting up Darksiders Genesis. So, which is a very different setup than the prior game. But you guys will see when we get. And then Saturday should be some more Darksiders. Unless, it being fireworks crazy, I might shift over to something else. I don't know. But the intent and the plan is to do Death Stranding. So. All right. So that's it for the night. Thank you all for coming. If you kind of like what you see, follow would be nice if you're not already. If you'd like to either see some of my past live streams, or you would like to leave me some commentary, some constructive feedback, scroll down on Twitch down to my About section. Notice a link for my YouTube channel. Just head right over there, and you can leave commentary on videos. It does help the channel if you go there and maybe click on it and watch some of my videos, because then it helps tell YouTube that you're looking at it. It helps some more. Like that'd be nice. And you can also subscribe there in case you wanted to watch on that end. Though, quite frankly, if you're watching Twitch, I think it's got a more. I think Twitch has the much better chat and interaction interface, whereas you probably have some better discoverability and have better discoverability on YouTube, because the discoverability on Twitch consists of how many people are watching your stream right now. Just like 2. We're gonna put you down at the bottom of this. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. So, again, thank you all for coming. I wish you all good night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yay! So, have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Oh, I don't know. Am I going to raid somebody? I should look at is there anybody to raid? Raid. How about who is it? Let's see. Who shall I? Is there somebody to ship you guys to that you might want to watch? Also, there's kind of the awkward part of who do I send people to without feeling like I'm trying to get attention by rating something. Ah, bleh, 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 blah, 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 blah. I really don't know. I really only have a handful of people watching me. This is the kind of sucky thing about Twitch now, where it's just like, all right, like, do I have is it just one person that's watching me, or do I have like a couple of people, right? And it's like, I don't know. Twitch doesn't tell me anymore. It's like I've got one person interacting with my stream, but I could have 5 people or 10 people or 50 people watching, and Twitch goes, none of you said anything in chat or poked the screen, so I'm not going to count you. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile to raid somebody, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough people to make it look like I'm not just attention grabbing. Let's see, what are they doing? Eh. Do I? Yeah, I don't know. How about how about we're just gonna end? Sorry about that. I was trying to see if somebody and I don't know, I want to send people to without being on. Actually, you know what? We're going here. Why? Because I can. And it has been nice to listen to them sometimes. So maybe we should start doing start rating people who I, saying like, hey, I enjoyed listening to this person. Start the raid. Ooh, you was ready to raid. All right, have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Oh, God. Right now. Have a good night.